Today I'm trying out this new head stretcher I got, and so far it seems, as far as stretching wise, this hat was squished in a box for years and literally just compacted and just layer after layer after layer of wrinkles on this hat. It looked horrible, but I ended up buying a hat stretcher. I put some fiber mops in the bottom of it here just as a kind of a filler. I ended up putting stretcher in just barely enough because these here rivets and stuff, you can break your hat. I mean, unless it's a solid hat and you're wanting to stretch it, which this works as good for stretching, but as far as like just taking wrinkles out of a hat, you just barely, like I've seen, I put water on. I've already tested it one time here where there's a bunch of wrinkles. And I used just a regular iron, barely on the lowest setting here with some water in it, and you just go over this hat with just barely circle motions and make sure you're not going over it really heavy, and you can sit there literally and take out all the wrinkles out of your hat. Don't go very high heat though, I mean you're liable to ruin your fabric, but just add a little water to it, just barely rub over it with circular motion, and you will see, I mean, this hat was completely wrinkled, and I've almost got out almost all the wrinkles by doing this procedure. And iron by far. I've tried using a regular dryer, that you blow dryer, and nah, it doesn't touch an iron. An iron's where it's at, and you can literally get out. I had wrinkles. The whole bill was crunched in on this hat, and I've literally almost got all but one little wrinkle right here. I'm going to work on a little bit more with a little bit more heat, but kind of letting it set a little bit and cool down because I put a lot of heat on it. But other than that, I'm actually very impressed with the regular iron. Highly recommend. Get you a hat stretcher, fill it with whatever, a towel or anything, and you can literally salvage any of your hats by doing this procedure. It's very easily. Use the lightest setting on your, I think I got mine set here on silk mode, which I don't know what temperature that is, but it's really light. I started out with the minimum, and I had to turn it up just a touch, but I mean, you just literally rub circular motion like I'm doing here on your hat, and you will see the wrinkles just disappear on this hat. This is unreal. I've had this hat probably sitting in a storage closet for 10 years, stuffed in a box. I've had them in boxes, I've had them in bags, and I mean, everybody knows once a hat gets wrinkled, they don't look very good. So highly recommend trying this procedure. You might be able to salvage a few of your hats.